Hi, I've been asked to put my version of this Rage Against the Machine track on YouTube. I always like a challenge, and playing Killing in the Name is certainly a challenge. Not because it's difficult, it's really quite simple to do a piano version of the song. The difficulty is to make it interesting. What I mean by this is that you could easily play this tune. Now if that was being played by a full rock band like RATM, that has the potential to be exciting and interesting. But after 6 or 8 bars of that on a piano, most of your friends will have gone outside for a smoke or a beer, as it's really quite ordinary and, let's face it, pretty boring. So my advice, if you choose to play a rock song like this, is to use the resources of your piano to add to the song. Do the unexpected. So what do I mean by that? Well, the way I started this video was to play around with a Spanish style sort of melody using the chords of D and E flat. And then suddenly, when nobody's expecting it, just launch straight into the D's and the E flat that we know from the RATM track, and so on. If that doesn't appeal to you, try something else. Use the same chords, but maybe something like this. Now, okay, let's move on. So we've sorted this 16-bar riff that's at the beginning of the song, but again, play around with it. It carries on to use this little riff, but there's no reason why you have to be restricted to that, and you don't even have to be restricted to the rhythm, because we haven't got any words yet. You could even intersperse little pieces of other melody into the piece. I'll give you an example of what I mean. And even put things from other tracks, so that this sort of thing. And that will certainly get those friends that have gone out for a beer to come in again and see exactly what it is you're up to and what you're playing. Now you've got this little additional riff that comes in, but don't feel restricted about how you do this. I'd like to play more bluesy type stuff than that, but it's up to you what you do. So if it was me, I'd be playing something like this. And all I'm doing there is using the D minor blues scale. Exactly the same the next octave. And you're just playing around with those notes in whatever order you want. You just have fun with it until you actually get into the next part, and after 16 bars you get Zach singing the first words, Killing in the Name of. Now my advice to you is not to even attempt to play anything to represent the words that he's singing. The words have got no distinct notes, and later in the song they're even shouted, so don't even try to play them on the piano. My advice is to leave the words for others to sing. Your job as piano player for this song, as far as I can see, is to provide the bass line and rhythm and not much more. So once the first words come in, there's a new rhythm, and there's a bit of a gap on those words, Killing the Name, and it goes like this. Something like that. You know the feeling of it, and that goes on for quite a while. Quite a big part of the song is taken up with that rhythm. And again, a couple of things I'd say about that is don't feel restricted by the particular riff or anything else. Just make up your own bluesy type things, or whatever you want to do with different chords. And don't worry too much about the chords. It's a rock tune, let's face it. So, and the other thing I'd say is, remember, this is going to need a lot of energy to play this, so that it sounds right. It's an angry song, so give it some energy as much as you've got. And the other thing I'd say is try and keep a strict rhythm. Don't go deviating off into other little tunes, because if anybody is in the room that wants to sing along to this, they'll lose their place in the song. Now, there follows a slight change in the song to 12 bars. It's got the same rhythm. It's got these notes, and there's a different rhythm that comes in. And you've got the now you do what they told you words. Again, you play what you want. Play whatever chords. It's basically a D chord, D minor. And there's not much space to do anything else, but you just hammer those out as well as you can, and the singers will carry the rest of it. Then you're back to the original riff of the D minor. Remember that one? And the whole song pretty much repeats exactly as we've done. The only other thing that I would say, there is another rhythm that comes in, which is quite a complicated sort of rhythm that goes 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2. So it's on the D, the F, the G, and the A chords. So that's D minor, and it goes like this: 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2. Again, you do what you want to that. So if it was me, I'd be doing a more blues type stuff, because that's the sort of stuff I like, and something like this. But you do what you want. Make it your own. And finally, I would say that if you play the song in your own way and somebody tells you to do it different, I think you know what to tell them in the words of the song. I won't do what you tell me. See you next time.